Right, we should be live, but are we live? Live? Yes.
Let me do the refresher runs.
The refresher runs.
Yeah, I see the button.
Yes.
And we're a bit tinny.
We're a bit tinny.
Tinny, yeah.
Okay, we'll do the trick. All right, let's see if the trick has worked.
Waiting for it to...
Yeah, I know. You got to wait for it to catch up and all that.
Yeah, we're good now.
We're good now? All right, then I guess it's time for me to do the things like this. Bring down this, and then I do something like this, and then I say something like, "Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome once again to the Weekly WAYPN." I'm Karl.
I'm Fanny.
AKA
Henry and Sangita.
All right.
Let's start with Mr. Ryan.
I thought that there was an incredible amount of energy just then. I felt it in my soul.
Oh, did you?
Yes.
Where did it come from?
Up the butt.
Oh, I see. Okay.
No, that's where people say you got to find things. That's what they tell me.
Have you tried looking up your
No,
bum?
no, I haven't. I'm not going to.
Okay.
It's too hard for me. But there is one thing I want to say before we begin all of this. Which is, we lost a bit of a legend in the industry, and we didn't put up the post because we feel that would have been a little tacky. Like everybody's sort of doing it, and I feel like it's sort of one of those things where people are chasing a trend. But you guys have seen us talk about him in the past, particularly when we talked about his work compared to the current Stormcast artworks. We talked about him quite a bit in the Blood Angels episode, but John Blanche has passed. Mm-hmm. And I just want to say one thing that I don't think that a lot of other people are saying, and that is this, that...
Hey Liam, hey Batch Painter.
The thing that you should look at is how a person lives their life rather than just what they produce. So John, in his last years, scrambled like you wouldn't believe to make as many deals as he could. And the reason this is important is because when you reach this sort of age, you're not doing this so that you could get a better house or drive a fast car or something like that. It's so that you could pass something on, because it's more likely than not that he knew that the end was approaching, and it is commendable that he wanted to make something for his family. So I just want to say, a fantastic artist, and he did well by his people, so that's to be commended. But with that done, let us get back to the review.
Oh, we've got Ryan back on the Heretic Naval Death Commando. So after the stream, I went back and dry brushed the diving suit with Shark White to give it some more contrast, and I've now added the helm lens glow and the OSL for the power pack thingy. Still need to do some verdigris streaks and some blood splatter and then base him up. So I think we should move on to his next post where he improves on this.
Okay, sure. I just want to take a quick look at it before we do. Facebook is being Facebook, so it might be a bit of a thing. So why do you want us to move on to the next one?
Because he makes some adjustments to the OSL.
Yep.
But I thought it just really added to...
Because the one thing that I did want to say is just adding that white it's not a white, it's a grey, but it's just such a nice separator.
Oh yeah.
And it did fix a lot of the issues that he had before. I think there's a lot more separation now. We'll take a look at the next.
Okay.
And hopefully okay,
so now it's Larry. going straight up.
We'll go up because that's where you said to go.
So he's saying here, more heat needed on the Death Commando. So I wasn't convinced with the heat and OSL I had done on the back vents for the Death Commando. In the first picture, I've marked up the bit I wasn't happy about. It seemed to me there was too harsh a transition from the incandescently hot metal to where it met the back of the Commando. So I went back and did several layers of orange fluoro ink to give a slight glow where the vents are attached to the backpack. I've also spread the OSL a bit as well. And I couldn't put my finger on it before, but now seeing that sort of that nice transition, and you can see that heat and glow coming onto the back and of the metal. I had to agree that yes, like something felt I don't want to say unprofessional, like I guess not quite right. Like it felt a bit noobish with the way that it was done before, but now it really looks like it's hot. Don't touch it. It has that effect.
Well, I think it looked hot before, but you felt that it looked incomplete.
Yeah, incomplete.
Like there was a missing aspect.
Yeah.
And I do think that this has helped separate the model as a whole. So let's take a look at it before, right?
Yeah.
I'm not saying this is bad. I think that this is fine, right? It's just not, great. And I think that this is right because this gives color to the whole of the back. So now let's take a look at it from a values and color theories perspective, right? So what we're seeing now, right? Let's not focus on the back at first, right? Do we have front pictures? Oh, right. But like, so the thing is, right? I'll go back to the video where he does the full turnaround, right? So you see here on the hopefully what I'll do is okay, can we pause? Why is everything in Facebook just the worst? So
yeah, there you go. That's the best.
Yeah. So right here, take a look at this, right? We've got, so we do have the orange up here, right? And like there's that bit of color, right? But we've got our separators here, right? It's all very cold. Very, very, very cold, right?
Yeah.
And then on the back, we've got all of this heat, right?
Yeah.
And I'm talking about color temperature, not just literally hot, right? But that's allowed for a great deal of separation with the model. And like, remember, we look at models as three-dimensional objects, not as, a set shot, right? Even though, we have the golden angle and all of that for your shots, right? This really helps make the model three-dimensional, and it really helps separate each of the pieces of it and doesn't make it feel so uniform, just one sort of continuous.
Yeah. And it's also that he had blended out that orange and the yellow a bit more, so that it's not just like a chunk of red, orange, and yellow, because it was quite harsh, and he was
yeah.
And then it didn't quite translate in terms of the
like
glow.
Right here. Do you want to?
Yeah, like right there, you can see it's such a stark yellow and orange and the red, and then once you come into this one, it's like a nice transition. It
mellowed out the yellow, and it brought the orange to other areas.
Yeah, and it really looks like it's glowing now. Because with the OSL, it just does not work if you don't have that surrounding light hit as well. So I think, this is, just finished. To me, it's done. Like, once you do the basing and all that.
Okay, great. All right. Well, we'll go back now. So we've got some Larry on Larry.
Larry.
Speaking of more heat, I do believe that this is going to be a hot gun.
This is going to be hot gun. Airbrush some fluorescence on the barrel to try an overheating effect. Can't learn how to do it without trying it. Got a ways to go before it's done.
But look, here's the thing, guys, right? Larry's 100% right. You know, you have to try things, right? Like if you don't try things, you know, you're never gonna get anywhere, right?
Yeah.
And like that's what I love about Larry. He's got the larrikin spirit, the Australian have a go your mug.
Is it because his name is Larry?
No.
Because larrikin, Larry. That's why.
You ruin everything. You ruin everything. Alright, next up we've got Larry continuing with his Project Madness.
Lady. No worries about me trying to get the picture on the figure. I just needed a reference to try to get the lightning bolt the right shape. Anyway, put Templar white on the cape, might add a touch of pure white on the highest edges, less saturated red as a highlight, then a little ice yellow mixed in for the top highlights. Thin sepia wash on the face and legs, which fixed the legs to my satisfaction. Biggest concern is being able to do the eyes and eyebrows. A couple of cleanup spots to fix the details on the base, and she's basically done.
Good. That's what I want to hear, Larry. I want to hear you say it's basically done. Because, like, I looked at that picture. I understand what you're saying for a reference, right? But let's be honest, people. We all compare ourselves to our references.
Ah.
And yes, Jack is right. The Zuck sucks.
Well.
Alright, but yeah, no, I think he's been doing pretty well with this. I think he's been doing like...
Yeah, I do really like
good
the red.
work, but I just think the model is just so soft. Oh no! It's us! Does that mean I should go on the Discord and see if there's people, or do we just... It's
not gonna happen, honey.
I see.
Might as well give up.
I see. Give up before we try.
Yeah.
That's the WAYPN way. That's the spirit we encourage, right? Why do you say it like this?
Okay, it's
God. What do you say it like the seal from the moon? Egg. Egg. If you guys have never heard a seal talk, it is hilarious.
Oh yeah, hilarious indeed. It's done. Cal's half of the Frostgrave minis. There's still my half plus wizards to make up, but it feels really good to have something completed. Now back to Sandy.
Well, I think that there are certain guys who are really completed by the snow effect. Like I feel like the snow effect really went well with him because there's none of the snow on this.
Yeah.
Right, it feels much more like smoke, and this guy feels much more real, if you follow what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, because he's got all that texture and stuff. I'm unsure how well the effect came off, but, you know, one thing I'm very frustrated about is the reflection from the camera thing. So, like, we have two sets of bases, one which were 3D printed and one which are the original bases. Because with the original bases, we just use lacquer thinner and we go around the edges with it.
Yeah, to really clean it off, and that will melt the plastic a little.
Yeah.
And that's what creates that shiny, glossy look.
Yeah. But I'm really happy with these. Who are your favourites amongst them?
What's that? Who are they? Rangers. I like the Rangers.
The Rangers. Okay.
I do like her face.
We'll try. I liked these guys. I think they were nice. We'll try and find the Rangers. I feel like these guys are the most sort of frost gravy of guys because, like, this guy's just like, why am I here?
It's snowing really hard.
And that chick's like, yeah, I'm not gonna be underestimated by you mans.
Shut up, woman. It's friggin' cold out here. Oh, I like her. I was very proud of her face, actually.
Oh yeah, no, I think you made it. I think you made it quite feminine for like...
Well, as feminine as I could
for a masculine face, yeah.
For a butch face.
Yeah.
Fancy bice, as Jack says. Yeah. So you want to run us through the concept?
Oh, yeah. So with the basing, right, what we did was we wanted to make it feel magical, right? And so what we did was we had like we did the LED without the LED things, right? But what we had was we poured straight clear resin around there with a eyedropper. Is that what that thing's called?
Yeah, the pipette.
So that it looked like it's melted snow.
Yeah.
And we did that after we did all the snow. So it looks as if like, hey, why is the snow melting around that? That ain't right.
And it matches the premise of the game perfectly because it's about this frozen city that is slowly thawing out, and these magical artifacts could be found there, and now it's magical Go
I thought
Rush.
You liked these ones.
I like those ones too. Yes, I do like these guys.
I think that she has a very unfortunate face.
Well,
with
she
all
does
of her
have
things.
boils on her face,
yeah,
to be fair.
Yeah, she's a bit chaosy.
She is a chaos person.
I think these guys turned out well. I'm pretty happy with them. But when some of the basing happened, we needed to clean some of these things up. I think that we could have been a bit better with that. I really liked how the snow came out on these.
Yeah. I'm very happy with the snow on these. Like, majority of the snow didn't turn out
as well. I think it did turn out with decent. Some of them. Like, I think these two look good with the snow. But yeah, so hopefully we'll see the Rangers soon and we'll just wrap up. Oh, that guy's got the same face. He's also sort of... But he's got a better, like, sort of defined face, so he doesn't look quite as much, like... Oh, why am I here?
I like these guys. Treasure hunters were nice too.
Yeah, they're quite colourful.
Yeah.
I
went for an autumn theme.
They weren't entirely dressed for the situation. I don't think anybody was completely dressed for this. Here they are, the Rangers.
The Rangers.
I think this guy turned out so well.
He looks like something from an anime.
He does. He puts his hand over one eye and says, "I am the essence of shadow." And this chick over here just like, will you ever shut up? Will you ever shut up?
I loved the cape, though. I think you did a great job with making the sort of lava beast cape, because that's what I wanted.
Yeah,
I did the base work for it, so I just did like Templar contrast going up into Gore Grunter for I was going to do what Cal did there, but he helped me do it instead.
I got frustrated.
But you never let me finish things sometimes.
Yeah, it's true. I think that the cape came up so well.
Very lovely cape. Absolutely love it. I didn't mind the trackers as well, actually.
Yeah, I think they came out alright. I feel like his face is so derpy.
Yeah, because its head is so big compared to the rest of the body. I find that these particular elves, are these the silver? No.
They're the wood elves.
Oh, these wood elves?
Yeah.
Not the high elves?
No, not the high elves.
Okay.
I
quite like the barbarians.
Yeah,
too.
I think he looks like the classic Hero Quest pose.
Oh yeah, never noticed that. I thought they looked like elven Olympians or something.
I think that they turned out quite well. I think that the snow helped quite a bit with them.
Look at the tushy, so defined.
The tushy is so defined.
Look at it. You can see it from a mile away.
Yeah.
These archers turned out pretty good too.
Alright, and that's them.
Right.
Alright, so let's move on to Larry.
Laying some groundwork.
Literal groundwork.
Put some earth on the Terminator bases. Other than basing decals and that one glowing barrel, they're about done. Also put some highlights on the bug under the captain's foot. Have to make a decal and find one from the package and finish some details on the bug and the ground. While I had the paint out, I thought I'd try it out on the bug bits on the lieutenant to see how they looked without the dark green base. He's been just blue for a couple of years, so I figured He needed a little color in his life.
You know, it's just because of that star, right? And because he's got like the sort of American cartoon blonde hair, I can't help but hear that introduction to G.I. Joe.
That's what I was hearing as well. I knew you were going to say that.
And then, of course it comes with the... Yeah, that bit where I'm just like, oh my god.
Shut up, Bart.
Oh my god.
That's the part I hate about that song.
But no, I think they're looking good. I think that they very much pop from their base, but I do like the way that he's doing the alien head, right? Because it's a great contrast because it's very desaturated and that sort of thing, which makes this look even more deliberate.
Yeah.
Right? And see
the fireworks.
That's what miniature painting is about. Be deliberate with what you're doing, right? If you can show that you're being deliberate and that like you're making choices, you will sell these ideas even more. All right. Let's move on.
We have
Joseph. He's gotten back into his usual swing of things.
But what I am happy about is the crystal clarity of these photos. I think he might have changed his camera or something, but
or maybe it's just been possessed by the machine spirit.
I think he changed his camera.
I'm just going to mute for a moment so that I can blow my nose.
Aha.
Alright.
I finished more building and lots of priming, and I'm in the final stages of my Screaming God. Sadly, my light box finally died, or there might be better pictures. I think the pictures that are to come were actually very good.
Okay, alright, great.
So we will see more on this project.
Alright, but yeah, look, guys, this is what it's about. Like, every time I see posts like this, I'm never upset. And the reason is because this is what the WAYPN spirit is about. Even if we don't do a lot of commentary on them, because it's just about getting started. And look, we all get started somewhere. Alright. So, I did a Member Monday post, but let us move on to Rory. I remember these guys.
My Star Wars Empire-themed Grey Knights army. Now, I really like the all-red fellas.
You like the all-red fellas?
I like the all-red fellas, but what I think would be better is if you try and focus on contrast of kind, because it is that all-red, and I know what you're going for with that.
Yeah.
So, like, if you have different textures, like some parts are matte, some parts are
glossy.
I think it would really sell.
My primary concern is none of that. My primary concern is, my dude, if you're going to put the effort into these, look at this. We see zero focus here. Just take them out, take some individual pictures. Because, like, alright.
Yeah, like it's so blurry, you can't really feel it. Like all the attention's on the central vehicle.
Which is fine and all right, but like we're meant to be looking at these guys, and we can see that you put an effort in, right? And like the issue is, right, if I comment on some of these things now, is it the photo which is the problem? Or is it, the paint job? Because, like, I can see here, right, I can get what you're getting at, right, and all of that sort of thing. But we've got all of this noise in the background, and we're trying to figure certain things out. Like, for example, he's meant to be all black, right? Now, could we have more contrast here? I think we could. But the biggest issue I'm having is just going, all right, where do I begin commentary? Because
it is a very busy model.
Yeah.
As well.
Like, and I mean, it's a 40k model. When a 40k model's not busy, but my point is sort of like when I take a look at this, like here we've got some focus, right? Like, I can only assume that these are works in progress because, like, we aren't seeing this finished, right? because the book isn't done and other such things, and you got other areas done.
It could also be that he's just going for that pure black and red theme only.
Yeah, but I mean, like, the thing is that even if that is the case, you want to hit some of these details, otherwise it looks incomplete, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just that sort of thing, because, like, it looks like more of a display with the greater majority of them. So, like, here, for example, right, the details are done up, right? And, like, it makes it look nicer, right? Like, even if, like, he's got the wings down here, right? And, like you said, a difference of kind. Because they've got the same sort of colorations as the legs themselves do.
Yeah.
So it's hard to, decide what's deliberate and what's not. But yeah, so what I would look at doing, my dude, is like taking some individual photos. But I think he's doing like a sort of armies on parade sort of thing. Judging by this, I can't say for sure, but that's what I think it is. Judging by the background shots. Because it's very hard for us to comment on some of these. Oh, this looks very cool. But we have seen this one before. Was it a year or a year and a half ago?
Oh, probably quite a while back. I don't even remember.
But see, this is what I'm talking about, like, with the details. I think, like, that looks good with all of that done, but I think, like, this doesn't look as good, right? Like, I'd still want some of those details done up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, alright, let us move on.
More from Larry.
Yes.
Put expressed muddy ground on the muddy ground. Then dry brushed sand sort.
He also boogered one of his guys.
He boogered him? Oh yeah, I see him. Very boogered. Then airbrush gloss varnish to be ready to start with decals. Use some oranges and yellow gouache on the glowing barrels to smooth and unify the colors and concentrate some of the color at the edges of the vertical parts. Then airbrushed the base for Godzilla Brown. Was able to get some nice color variations with darker and lighter areas. Yeah, I actually hear that with the decals you have to put them on glossy surfaces. Because the decals we bought?
Yeah.
For the Titan?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's part of the instructions, that you should apply them onto a glossy base or it sticks better. Maybe Krisha, you can advise us with your sick decal skills.
Yes, well, we'll just turn up to your house and we'll say, please, Chris-san, please help us. Help.
My poor
Oh my god. It's the project. Like, I'm very, very grateful for the project, and like, our client is amazing. Oh yeah, he is right with the variations. It does look quite nice, I think.
Like it.
Yeah. Because it's Godzilla Brown.
Yeah, but doesn't it? Oh hey, this is the cheaper one that he was trying out. Yep.
Yeah.
Nice.
But yeah, just is actually, this is a good time. Where is your post? I'll see if I can find it. Where is your post? I thought it was up.
This is it.
Okay, all right. Do you want to scroll up and we can talk about this? Because let's talk about the sanding.
Am I to read?
Yes, you are to read.
Meant to be a Whip Tuesday. Posting it now because I forgot, because of course I did. I've been working on yet another 2 shoulder plates. I'm normally switching between either sanding papers, nail files, my Teemo Jank Life electric file.
You said it's like cancerous skin.
Oh yeah. The other picture. The one at the back. I think you're going to the filed version, so you have to go back.
Okay, give me a second. Facebook is being Facebook.
Yeah, you see that? You see this? Yeah, it looks like
it's raised and
like bumpy or something. Like it's so gross. It looks so gross.
I remember one of the. I'm gonna bring it up because they don't have like a name that's to be worried about. His online moniker is Rat Boy. Said just looking at this looks like hell to get ready for painting. Horrible QA quality assurance for $1,000 plus model, and yeah, in Australian dollars, it's the cost of
a used car. Maybe.
Yeah, and not just like the S-Box used car, right? The sort of your son's first used car that he doesn't upgrade until he realizes that he can only get certain women to come with him until he upgrades his car. But yeah, and he just said, "I hope you're being rewarded handsomely," and we are. And I I know that I'm interrupting Sonny again and again, but the biggest issue I have with it is we can't show invisible progress because of stuff like this.
Yeah, like who wants to see sanding as complaint after complaint?
Yeah, and like
how the parts
and like
good.
This guy has sent a big chunk of change to us, and I've told him to stop sanding until he sees more, until we can send more visible progress. Because look at this.
Yeah.
Look at that. Imagine that came out of your shop. Sorry, I'm just gonna let you read, honey.
Yeah. So
I got a bit worked up.
I understand. I've been working on yet another 2 shoulder plates. I am normally switching between either sanding papers, nail files, my Temu Jank Life electric file, or the display reciprocating sander and Tamiya files, because all of them have versatility. I can have because of the versatility I can have in either control or grit. It all sounds a little too much, but have you seen these imperfections? Plus, I have to avoid sanding over certain details.
Yeah.
I even created a rudimentary filing glove by cutting pencil shapes out of 3 different grits of sandpaper and gluing them onto my glove tips. It actually helps speed things up, but still not fast enough. One of the flashing was so bad that sanding it down would make the thickness uneven because I'd have to remove so much material. So I puttied over what I could not remove. You'll see that in the final pictures.
That's right here, right?
It'll be at the bottom. Not this one. It's in the last picture or so. So this is just me showing you guys what it looks like after sanding. And I always acetone everything down.
Yeah.
To really get it nice and clean.
Mm-hmm.
And it does feel a bit better. We will be using the etching. Yeah, so you see at the very bottom there, this one.
Yeah.
That's the putty. I had to putty. It's small, but it's necessary.
It's just so frustrating, because the problem is, right, like the guy said, horrible quality assurance.
And every time we get something from Forge World,
it's
any
like
client
this.
We've had more than one client send us Forge World stuff,
and
it's always like this.
And the thing is, what I wonder is are we Australians getting the bad models?
I really don't think that could. No.
Because there's other people I see online, and they and their things are perfect. It's yeah.
It doesn't make any sense for that.
Sorry. Can you
Yeah. Seeing all your horrors and knowing that the Titans are resin is making me not want to buy a Titan. No one said you should, Jack. Don't buy the Titan. That's pretty bad. Shakes head. Yeah, no. Yeah.
I'm gonna close this up,
Barely
and then I'm gonna
making a dent in this project, you guys.
And I'm gonna go back to more Larry, and we can get Sunny to read. Gone too far.
Oh, okay.
Up.
Are we still on this one?
Up.
No?
This one.
Okay. Not much tonight, just a few decals. Use on all the shoulders and some text on legs. Still trying to pass the markings as the codex is extremely bare bones on the subject, so I'm just punting and saying, hey, it's my figure. Captain still has some details to do, but the others are nearly done.
Yeah, no, it's coming out good.
G.I. Joe!
Yeah, no, I think he's doing well. And what I really like is the way that Larry takes us through his journey. I know that there's people who do very exciting stuff like Batch Painter, but what I do like about people like Larry and people like Joseph is like we see the progression, right? And also Chris does that very well as well, doesn't he? A lot of the time. But I think with the gauze, he's just sort of been like smashing through it, probably because of the multitudes of them and him just wanting to get it done. But we will move on.
Yes,
Speaking of the devil, and he shall appear.
Very close to finishing. Would love to get some feedback on color choices, shadows, etc. I've gone for a double spotlighting approach, one to left and right when looking at her face, and I've tried casting shadows too. Got some awesome feedback from local guild that has spurred me on and given me confidence. On a side note, I'm going to try finishing this Friday night to get it ready for Mortal Blade on Saturday. I'll be on Twitch, and any support to push me through to completion would be greatly appreciated.
I'm just taking a look through, and then I'm gonna pass to you first before I give any commentary. Alright, so here we go.
I do love the definition and the lighting, and I think the two-way spotlight effect is actually really good for a model like this with such a triangular composition where it's top heavy and then like narrow towards the bottom. So it helps to just really hit all those details, especially with this model where it's very detailed with all the texture.
I think the painted shadows around here are very good. So my only note would probably be that you're leaning very heavily into value shading. So both with the greens and with the purple, you're highlighting through values.
Yeah, so blacks and whites.
And that's fine, right? There's nothing wrong with that in the most technical sense, right? My only consideration would be this, right? So right here with these feathers, I believe that these feathers are meant to be decorations. And if they are such, right, they shouldn't have the same type of shading that she does. They should probably have analogous shading.
Yeah, analogous shading.
To pump that colour up quite a bit.
And really show that costumey feel.
Yes. See, when you go value shading, like, for example, with this leather right here, that's completely fine, right? She is a natural thing, but she's also a chameleon. So having those more, pastel colours, that's completely fine. There's nothing wrong with that. The only issue that I have, right, is that what you want to do, as we've said before, is show that your choices are deliberate, right? So you've got this sort of consistent style here, right? So as an example, here, he also, except for, the throat here, has much more of that sort of value shading. Like when it comes to, like, teals pretty much are just value shading. Like it's hard to avoid it with teals, right? Or aquas of any kind, really.
Well, you would be going up with the teal into aquas.
Well, like it's I find that, like, when we use different terminology for aquas, it's all essentially the same. What I'm saying is that the aqua group, the green, orange, or the
greenish
blue, yellowish blue sort of hue set, like that's always gonna be a bit of a problem, right? When it comes to saturation, so value is pretty much the choice. So like you could push this just a little bit so that you've got that level of differentiation, because like we said, deliberate. That's the goal, right? You want people to go, oh, why is that like that? And as unfortunate as it is, right?
Most of my highlights have been done with a cream, if that helps. Haven't used any wet or black yet.
Yeah, no. So, but even with a cream, right? That's still value shading, right? So value shading,
value shading essentially means that you get your base color, for example, purple, and you mix it with black to get the shadows, and you mix it with white to get the highlights.
So it doesn't matter if it's a cream, because a cream is still a type of white.
White, yeah.
Yeah.
So...
Because, alright, so the reason why I wanted to say on these other things, right, is...
Again, there's nothing wrong with the value shading. What Karl is saying is that we want to have some differentiating points of shading. Mm-hmm. So, like, for the throat of the frog, if you did, like, an analogous shading, and the feathers you did analogous shading, it brings some level of differentiation and focus.
Because here, what I want you to look at, right, is look how smooth this is, right? Now, imagine you kept that smoothness on here, right? Right, but you brought up the highlights. It would draw the eye. Because we've got all of this roughness, right? And then you've got this nice smooth. So what you would be doing with that is saying, hey, I can paint smooth. If I wanted smooth, I can do that. This is texture.
Right.
Right? You are selling your skills, because I know this is going to sound really harsh and really unfair. Even though I like the shadowing and all of that, most people aren't going to notice. Most people don't have a trained eye. Most people don't notice such things. I remember the Bellicor that we did all of these various like subtle shadings of black and blah blah blah, right? And there was a guy who did like an almost fluoro Tyranid, and like it was well painted. It was well painted, right? But I think that like technical ability wise, our Bellicor just blew it out of the water. But people just saw, ooh, colourful model. Right, and I can't blame them for that, right? That's on me. And, like, sure, maybe your judges might have a different skill caliber. Like, they might have a much lower skill floor than, Joe Public. But you still got to keep that in mind. Alright, let us move on to more batch panel.
Thought I would also share what I'm going to work on next. Yes, I will get to the Happy Mum and Bob Lizard eventually. Just going where inspiration takes me. I thought this was a nice little piece.
One sec. I gotta find it. Sad bacon. I found it on the Discord.
Did it show?
Yeah, no, we can. But I don't think we can get it over here. I don't think we can copy our specific sad bacon.
Yeah, we can't, because that's a Discord emoji.
Yes, sad bacon.
If you want access to the sad bacon, please join us on our Discord.
Yes, we. So how do we get the emoji? We type in.
You literally just type in sad bacon.
Yeah. Dot. Here we go. Here we are.
Dot sad bacon dot. There you go.
Alright,
yeah, okay, my judge tomorrow will be 2 of some of the best painters in Australia.
Well, I'm not there.
I think it's very difficult for me to laugh. Please stop. I cannot laugh.
But yeah. Alright, so next up we have Chris Shah. And man, this looks straight out of the 90s.
You need access to said Discord. Yeah, so we have a Ko-Fi. If you want to do it through Ko-Fi or become YouTube member on WAYPN, not WAYPN Reviews, and you'll have access to the Discord link. Okay, adjusted my dragon to have the original rider and banner instead of the weird magnetic base solution I was running. Something about these old metal models that are so good. So I reckon the banner was printed, yeah?
No, it's painted.
Are you sure?
I'm almost certain, but because I don't see any print lines.
Seems really perfect though.
But see, look at all of the like painting marks and such. Oh
yeah, okay. Wow. Wait, so what about the hand? Is that a decal then?
I'm not sure.
I'm confused.
I'm not sure.
Very well
but
done.
I just love the rider. He's just he's so chunky and over the top. Like, look at him.
Is he a Chaos Dwarf or something?
No. Like, see, that's the thing. Originally, I thought that too, right? But that's how the Chaos Warriors looked back then, because they're just so chunky and like they were always so squished, like model-wise.
Look at his little skull token.
Yeah.
It's massive.
And it's also like grinning and stuff, and you're just like, come on, man. I'm glad that the feedback was helpful, but yeah, like, just remember, you know, the old Garfield meme, you are not immune to propaganda. Like, the thing is, right, just because judges have experience doesn't mean that they can't be wowed by certain things just by pure pops of color, because we have seen this before. All right, yeah, no, like, I have no comments because it is just so 90s. There's nothing.
I love the smooth transitions on the dragon and everything. It has that very cartoon feel.
Been here forever, but this guy is the new thing.
It has a very nice 90s cartoon feel about it. Or 80s cartoon feel.
All right.
We have George. Finally, beef boy on a base. Ran out of sand, so ended up crushing some concrete with a hammer. Mini painting is a precise and delicate process, you know. Layer of texture paste down first for the grit to stick to, and then a few paint passes to spice it up a bit. Very beginning of some glow effect on the cannon, admittedly stalled due to the hobby hassle hurdle of getting out of the airbrush, spray boost, compressor, etc., etc. I heartily envy those with a dedicated setup space. Moaning aside, I'm pretty happy with where this is at now and have learned a lot over the process, so thank you all for that. Are there any finishing touches you folks suggest to push this over the line? Or final tips?
No. So look, George, you're going to get better from here, right? This is not your end point, right? I think that you've done great work with the color. I'll go through and I'll say, you know, where things are and where things are not, right? Because you know that we don't blow smoke, right? But at a certain stage, you have to be done with something, right? Because I don't know who it's attributed to. I'm not sure if it's Da Vinci or somebody else, but there was somebody who said that art is never finished. And that's the problem, right? But the other problem was also that art must have purpose. Art without purpose is not art, right? So you've got to have a reason to create. Now, some of the times it's as an act of meditation. Some of the times you want to express yourself maybe show off your ability, something like this, right? But the biggest thing is that it has to be finished, because when it comes to art, right, like, I do remember, I know that it's not it's not, you know, Da Vinci's ceiling of the Sistines, right? But there was a point where he heard that his patrons had stopped paying him. So he just put down his brush.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And the thing is that a lot of people feel like, oh, if you're an artist, you've got to be driven by your passion. Blah, blah, blah. You have to be finished sometimes. And you've heard us say that to Larry. You've heard us say this to other people, right? And the reason that we say this, right, is it's because, like, one of our favourite authors, Scott Sigler, here is what he says when it comes to writing, right? When you write, this is what you should do. You should write 3 books. Write your first one, you know, do your first pass edit, seal it away. Write your second one, seal it away, and then write your third. Your third is going to be your first book, because what you're going to do is, once you've written your third, you're going to remove that seal, and you're going to look back at your first one, and you're going to think to yourself, oh my God, what is wrong with me? And one day, you're going to feel that about this at some point. This is great. This is really excellent. There is absolutely nothing wrong with this. But if you keep improving, that is the only end result.
Yep.
Because that's what we do. So, first off, let's go through some of the good and the bad. Hoof, pretty is pretty
yeah. I feel like it's also it's not quite black enough.
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's like the colour's a little off, that sort of thing, right? Where have you shined? The metal is great. Like right here, where you go all the way up to the white, just mwah, beautiful, beautiful, right? This is where you could go for improvement. So take a look at the way Ryan does that. So like in here, this would be considerably darker, and then it would sort of radiate its way out and that sort of thing. I think that you've done well with the glow. The glow is good, right? I think that you've done well with that. But see, the interior purely being that one sort of colour, right? Like there is some differences in coloration, but essentially you don't have like the idea that this goes all the way to the back of his arm. Right, it feels like it sort of stops here, right? And I'm not talking about drilling or any other nonsense. We create illusions with paint, same like you do with your golds, right? So I think that you've done well with particular golds more than others. Now, Sonny, feel free to say your piece before I go on and on.
I think yes. Like for example, the mask, the shoulder, the knee, and the symbol on the belt.
Oh, the symbol on the belt.
The belt, that all I think really catches the eye very nicely. But I think maybe the tabard.
Yeah.
And maybe which hand is that? For him would be his right hand.
Yeah. Hold up. No, this is his left because he's facing.
Yeah, I'm talking about the right hand.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Right. I think the brace on that could be better.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Because
maybe it's just that angle.
I really like this brace and this
and
brace
the
here.
knees.
I think that's some of his best gold. Like I like this.
Yeah, I like that.
I think that's great, but like I think that this gold is worse than this one, in my opinion.
Ooh.
Yeah. And look, this is something else that you're going to have to consider, George. People disagree. You know, and like even between us, we disagree. It's never a problem. There's never any disagreements in the household because she knows that I'm right ultimately.
Oh,
why do you push in notes?
I told him not to touch the alien thing in the game, and then what do? You go touch the alien thing, and then our rescuers got shot out of the sky.
That's not my fault.
Mm-hmm.
That was going to happen either way, because they said that they were going to do that. The aliens said that they were going to do that, and they said we couldn't turn the thing off.
Now there's a ghost coming into our house. Because we go and
people have no context for this. They're just going to be like, these are two crazy people.
Subnautica.
No, you've spoiled everything for people. Now they're not gonna want to play. They're going to be like ghosts and aliens and.
What are you talking about?
Shh.
What are you talking?
Tell him about his stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, like, see, even the front gold right there. I think that could be better. Like, I think this angle just feels a little flat there, but like, look, it doesn't matter.
I like this though.
Oh, do you? I feel like this feels very too uniform to me because the bronze, red bronze, it just quite.
No, I like it because like it's a sharp color contrast to this. I also liked the way that he's done the bloody parts around here.
And I like that
good.
he's put the oil wash or whatever wash into the silver cabling to bring out the textures.
I think
because it didn't really show through previously. Just
yep.
Pure aluminium or something.
Yes, I think that's done very well.
And I quite like the blade as well. Oh, we're gonna call Ghost Leviathan.
Yo!
Apparently it's a thing. Yeah. Came into my house.
Anyway, so I think that you've done well, but I do think that certain areas are much flatter. I think that the skins come up well. I think that you've done well, but see, there's certain areas where, like, for example, we can't see the illusion of the glow here. Right,
not
and
as intense here.
Because
like you see it at the very top of it, but it needs to be shinier, I think.
Well, no, see, it needs to sort of radiate out a bit, or to just go just over the edge, sort of thing. I understand. Like, you got to remember, there's a difference between verisimilitude, the feeling of reality, and reality itself.
That's right.
So I think that you've done great. It's an excellent piece. Don't try and work on it more. Just listen to me here on that one. This is your first book, and this is a hell of a first book, right? It's a lot better than a lot of people's first books, right? Now, of course you painted other miniatures before. I get it, right? My point is, right?
This is like a stepping stone.
Yeah, and like your next model will be better, and just remember that. Don't go crazy. Just remember you can always improve, and you will. I'm very impressed with what you've done, and I think you'll get better.
Yeah, for sure. Now we have. Oh, that's me, and we've done that. Oh, we got Liam. Oh, look, progress. I have no real direction with the pair of zombies yet. I'll have to figure that out over the course of my week. Just a base coat so far, but one that may need one more thin coat or at least touch up. I don't think there's much more to do with the orc aside from some detailing. I've spent long enough on this figure and got the basics of what I set out to do finished, so that'll do.
Yeah, no, look, and what did we just finish saying that entire time? So George said,
thank you for all the feedback. I've learned so much and will do my best to take it forward.
No, look, and that's all you can do.
Yeah.
Don't and look, here's another thing, George. It's okay to disagree with us. We disagree with each other, as we just said, right? So, like, you disagreeing with us, that's completely fine. Nothing wrong with it. Alright, yeah, so back to the model. There was something you wanted to say?
Yeah, I mean, I quite like what you've done with the face thingy at the front.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think the shininess of the metal chainmail underneath that is actually really good too, because it shows like a difference in two different types of metals.
Mm-hmm,
You've got like
mm-hmm.
something more iron, and then the second one's like a more shiny type of metal.
Mm-hmm,
And you've done very well with that on the arm bracelet as well.
Mm-hmm.
I think you could. I think the skin needs a bit of work, but like you said,
just be happy being done.
Finished. Yeah, and I think this is a good place for a model to be.
Yeah. Just give him some basing, and hey presto.
Hey presto.
But yeah, with the zombies, there's a lot of places you can go with zombies, so we're gonna have to let you decide that on your own, Liam.
Yeah.
Alright, next up, we have a Screaming God.
Yeah, and you can see the picture quality has really, really been improved. The Screaming God is done, and I've started work on the 3 Screaming God armored minis I have. I'm thinking the verdigris will get a gentle bronze dry brush once I'm sure it's dry.
Verdigris?
I think that's on some of the other models.
Oh, well.
I love that lighting. Oh, there's a face.
Yeah, the face, which is the start of teeth.
Ooh,
yeah, it is quite a sort of but also notice that the hooves are like held by hands.
Yeah.
It's
yeah, KDM is I mean, look at the mouth is being opened by 2 hands as well.
Yeah. Well, it's more like the mouth is being pulled back.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. Here we go, the verdigris.
Oh, yes.
That's great verdigris. I really like that on these.
Once you do that dry brush of bronze, it'll really come together for sure.
So he said he's going to dry brush bronze over this?
Mm-hmm.
I think that will come out well. It is looking very, like, sea-like, if that makes sense.
I know what you mean.
Like, it's been found in the sea. Under the sea. Under the sea. Ooh. There's creepy creatures for me to see. Under the sea.
Yes, honey.
Under the sea.
But I think they
want to hug me. But then I will die.
Hey. Thank you.
Under the sea.
Alright, honey.
But yeah, no, I think that he's done really well with this.
Yeah, and I love the lanterns on this one. The OSL is perfect. You can really see.
I think that OSL is a bit too intense closer towards them. I think that's my sort of thing. But there is one thing that I think could really sort of push these, right? Which is put a high gloss over the lanterns themselves, because or at least where you got the color, so that like you get the idea that it's coming from in there. Sorry, there's more being said.
Yeah, paint a zombie and offer it as tribute to Tom Savini. I don't think any of my minis would be a good enough tribute to Savini. Do you know this Tom Savini, honey?
Gotta get a little dirt for the dirt man.
Is that him?
I'm not saying that it is. I'm not saying that it isn't. But yeah, the textures I think are good. Like, see, I think the glow looks better when it's like this, where you see it's slight.
Yeah. I don't know. I quite like it the way it is.
I think that he did excellent with the basing. He always does. I think he does very fantastic work with the basing. It
feels like something from Gamer's Grass or something.
Well, I think it's just got the right amount of texture every time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think Joseph hitting it out of the park.
Well done.
Alright, so next up we have Andy.
So, finished working on my Fallout Sentry bot by Modifius, and I'm really enjoying working on these models. Quite pleased with how the weathering and the base turned out as well, and I made sure to weather the gun barrel so they blend in a bit better.
Yeah. No, everything's looking good. I'm just looking at it right now.
Yeah, the weathering's turned out really great.
I think the muzzle burn is good, but better in some areas other than others. Like you see, going blue sort of just straight to the
sepia.
Yeah, whereas you want more of that transition from the purple. It's a minor thing, but like I think that I'm still in love with the way that he's got the rusting come through the painted color. But big thing, clean those rims. So like this, I know that it's a little pedantic.
Oh, but it makes a difference.
It does. Like, there's a reason why I commented on our base rims where we clean them. Like, yeah. There's not a whole lot that I want to say about this, not because it's done badly, but because I think like we've said a lot of the things in our previous commentary, which was primarily around his rust, which is really, really great. I think the basing is done well. I really would like that cleaned up though, so that you've got like that nice defined edge, and that it's more framing.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of his detail work and the way that he's gone into unifying it and such with bits of rust and such look really good. There's nothing like, the only things which I think could be changed are pretty nitpicky, like over this thing over here. Like I probably wouldn't even put the effort into that sort of thing, right? Because I'm just looking at all of this sort of thing and I'm just thinking to myself, like, where would I change what? I don't think I would. Like, cause to make this model better would require an intense amount of extra work. I think as it stands, it's great. It's good. You just, yeah. What do you think?
Yeah, I do think that the base does blend in a bit with the model, though.
I will agree with that, but I do think that that's deliberate because, like, you can see he's put in the pigment powder into this,
the thing,
right? And like, I was thinking about the base and I was thinking like he could separate out the elements a bit more, but I understand why he's done it the way that he has.
Yeah.
And so like I'm just trying to think, like what could you do? And my only thing is more like just make that rim more clear, that like frame this piece.
Yeah, for sure. It does make a difference.
Yeah, that's about it. And I think that that's a good thing. Like that. In this case, the feedback is no news is good news, so to speak. Because I think that you've done really well. Because I've been going over it, and yeah, like just to get it to the next level would take so much more work. So I think like very, very, very good. Like, yeah. And you'd have to push a lot to get to the next level.
Okay, here we've got Ryan. More Trench Crusade Whip, this time on a Heretic Naval Trooper. The Death Commandos are very close to being finished and just need basing and some gore, which I plan on doing in one big batch. So the basing and the gore is consistent across all the models. So I've moved on to some of the rank and file Heretic Troopers. I'm deliberately holding back on these as I only want them tabletop standard, and I'm pushing for efficiency rather than making each individual labor of love. But look at this.
I think that this is very good, and I'm very glad that he took on board the
grey.
Yeah, because like it helps separate them so much.
And it gives it that sort of the material texture.
Yes.
Almost like a I don't know, the dive suit. You know, the dive suit has that look
I love the little movements that you do that nobody can see where you're like...
The dive suit. I think and also you've got the very nice crisp black against that nice sort of navy blue, and you have the very clear metallics as well. Everything is differentiated, even though it does feel quite
similar
samey.
in values. Like I'm sure that if we took this out, like besides right here in the pants, right? That sounds right. Besides right here in the pants, like everything up here, I'm sure if we did the black and white trick, would all be of a similar value. But that's okay because you've got those differences in kind.
Yep.
And that's what you want to do with the Grimdark style. So, like, like, if this is tabletop, that's pretty fantastic. I think you got to be happy with that. Alright, so next up, more... Oh, we got Tomas! Tomas returns!
I've been very busy.
That's right, you're allowed to have a life.
Yeah, last few weeks, so
some of the times.
I hadn't much time to paint anything. Some were between. I want this suffering to end, and it will never end. I'll work myself to death. I found a few minutes to paint something, and because, of course, I can't just finish one project without starting at least 10 more, I decided to tackle once again my Iron Hands kill team. He is very whip, so a lot of details and tweaks are waiting, but I think overall idea is clear already, and I'm one little step closer to finally finishing my Shelf Queen, Tiger Tank. Oh.
Alright, well, we'll go back to the Tiger Queen. Like, I think the textures are just so fantastic. But it's so funny seeing these other guys sort of placed around it. Because I'm sorry, but the way he's sitting, he just looks
he's so depressed, like...
Well, no, he looks like a little boy on a sailing trip.
Like, Daddy, are we going home yet?
Yes. I saw the tank shoot. That's all it does. It goes round and it shoots the gun. Please, would you? I'm hungry.
Daddy.
That's the face he has. That's the look.
Sad.
That's the look.
Well, that's war for you.
But yeah, no, I think I really like the way that he's done the patterning. But as for this guy, like I really like the way that he's done the white of the casing of the bolt gun. Like it's just like it's great because like it allows him to step up in value to do the things because like the scratches is revealing the paint. Essentially, it's like power washing advertising. Do you know power washing advertising?
Yeah,
where
like
they
you
put
see
the decal on the thing. So what they do is, you know how like usually decals are a sticker. What they have is, what do you do?
The stencil.
The stencil, yeah,
and then they power wash over it to reveal the logo.
And so like
over the dirt.
That isn't illegal because it's cleaning. Right, so like it's very much like that. So I think that's really good. So Tomas has said words.
Well, they were boys and very depressed in Kharkov in 1943.
Yeah, there's like there's a reason why the meme is space is full of death and ennui. For 40k. But yeah, I really like the way that he's done the Iron Hand symbol where it is so bright, so over the top bright compared to everything else. So like he's got these various steel parts here, right? But nothing is as bright as the symbol, and I think that's utterly fantastic.
I love how he's done the Aquila as well.
Yeah, it's
and the singular iron hand on the other side as well.
No, there's an iron hand here.
Oh, is there an iron hand there too?
Yeah,
okay.
It's just the angle doesn't really let you see it as much. But yeah, no, I think as far as a whip goes, man, like he's like I'd say that he's not that far off. I know you like to go ham with your weathering and such. Like, we wouldn't know otherwise. Look at all this. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. But yeah, no, it's all looking good, man. Like, we can see the direction you're going. It is also a little funny seeing, like, such advanced level of painting, right? And just resin models in Sad Boy. Well, we will move on from resin models and Sad Boy to our final Doom!
Victor Von Doom, better known as Dr. Doom. I forgot I hadn't posted the finished pictures of him, but Doom will not be forgotten so easily. And I love the green. Oh man, it really looks like fabric. Like, you can see the shadowing in all the right places.
I think that, like, there are some places where it works more than others. Like right here, I think works well. Like here, I feel it doesn't work as well as there. Like, I feel like all of the chest area comes out just resin dent evil. Oh no, terrible. To the gulag with you. But yeah, just.
The only thing I would say is that the yellow of the chain is a bit tacky feeling, plus the buckle.
Well, it is very sort of over the top bright comic booky, isn't it?
Yeah,
but I agree.
The stylistic choice is that you've got that realism of the fabric, and then yellow, dirty fellow. What's happened? Oh, okay.
Yes. What has happened? Blame the Zuck, not me. I prefer that you didn't. But yeah, I think it's doing its job.
Yeah, it's very well done.
Yeah, no, I like it. I'm not as keen on
the
just
pea stains.
Yeah,
on the concrete. I
think
like, he needs a better base than the pea stained concrete.
Yeah, because he's just like, who peed on my castle? Who peed? Doom shall know who peed here. Doom is the one who will know. Sir, it was you. I shall have my revenge on the pier.
Stop it, honey. I can't. It is
Sunny
difficult.
Is holding her stomach, literally.
It's so difficult.
Oh. But, ladies and gentlemen, once again, we have gone through another weekly review, and I want to do what I always do. Thank you so much for each of you joining us. And like, guys, this wouldn't be a thing without you. Because, like, you may have noticed, this week we did not do that much. Well, technically we showed off our massive finished piece, but that's one of the reasons why we sort of, like, took a bit of a break from the painting. We tried to push ourselves. We tried to get things done. But I do want to do a video in honor of John Blanche. More about something else. But, like, there's always more to do. And the thing is, that's why we celebrate the works in progress, because that's how things go. Celebrate the small wins. Celebrate your victories where you can, because if you don't, what's going to happen is this: you will be tied down by the iniquities of life. We've always got to celebrate these small wins. We've always got to strive for that little victory. Because if we don't strive for that little victory, we never get to the big one. These didn't start finished. They started as a video collaboration, and we put things together and we talked with somebody to have some fun. They didn't start this way. They started as conversions with drilling and dremeling and nonsense and going through boxes upon boxes.
Yeah.
This is even before we got paint on them. So just remember, how do we make sure that we get to the end?
Keep those brushes wet.
Bye-bye. Bye, everyone. Have a fantastic weekend.
We'll see ya.
Bye.